Okay, so I should probably have a shirt on, right?
Yeah. Well, do you have pants on?
Pants are probably more important.
I'm not wearing any pants.
And I'm not going to leave with pants.
As long as you're wearing pants, we're all good.
Everybody's talking about my tight pants.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, we're live.
We are live.
Yeah. Oh, where's my script? Okay. So, okay, Mr. Head of the Media Project, why don't you introduce us in?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure here at the Media Project, the independent local journalism project from SM Graves Associates of Gardner, Mass, to present to you tonight's script reading of a long-lost Dick Tracy episode. Brett, take it away.
Hello, I'm Brett Herholtz, one of the hosts of the Mental Suppository podcast, and this is our second live script reading. We had a lot of fun doing the first one, so we thought we would do it again right here in the, I would say we're in the middle of summer now. It certainly feels it. But
in the middle of summer.
So most of the people we had for the first podcast live reading are back. So we're hoping to make this into like a regular thing, aren't we, Scott?
We are, and this is encompasses one of but many different types of events where we're going to bring all different kinds of long lost pulp fiction and pop culture media directly to you, the ladies and gentlemen at home. Brett, I have to just tell you too, it is my absolute pleasure because this is my first time participating in one of these with you guys, and I'm looking forward to having a lot of fun.
We had a great time last time, and everybody involved just wanted to do it again. And hopefully, as the world opens up again and we start, there starts to be more, we get to do more events outside. Maybe we'll be able to do this at a place like Nick's or even at a Comic-Con. So, I mean, that would be a table read at a Comic-Con would be a lot of fun.
That's right. Yeah, that's a great point, that this is really just our way of just getting started. We're going to up the ante with subsequent events coming up in the future. And I'm looking forward to having one hell of a suppository today. I don't know about you.
Oh, you will. You will.
Let's make this a great mental suppository.
So as we said, we're doing tonight, it's Dick Tracy in the case of the Big Top Murders. So, what would a Dick Tracy radio play be without Dick Tracy? And tonight we have our Dick Tracy. Our very own co-host, Andrew Shanley, is taking part in the role of Dick Tracy. And we will let him into the room now.
I hope so.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully it's working. Oh, there he is. Disconnecting. There he is. Andrew.
Hi there, guys. Everybody doing great?
We're doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm just sitting here hanging out with my bros, having a good time.
Yeah. And tonight you will be playing the part of Dick Tracy. Oh, I think he froze. Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Clear.
You got that right.
Okay. I guess this is a good part to introduce our next host of the Mental Suppository podcast, Jamie Billings, who will also be taking.
It's a good.
Oh. We had this problem last time. Everything all right, Andrew?
Again.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Oh, we lost you, Andrew.
And the wonderful medium of radio, technical difficulties.
Yes. All right. Well, while we're figuring that out, we'll introduce the next member of the Mental Suppository team, co-host Jamie Billings and his wife, Lisa, who will be taking part in this tonight.
This meeting is being recorded. Can you hear me, Brett?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Can you hear me, Scott?
Oh,
Lisa.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I need to leave the room.
I think so too. Yeah.
I'm getting the reverb from your computer.
it's like a Dr. Demento episode of the rock and roll doctor. Hello.
Ooh. All right.
I'm just going to send Andrew an invite because it looks like he's not in the room anymore. So, but yep.
All right,
Oh,
let's try
Andrew
this.
Left the building.
Well, I think the funny thing is that I totally stole the good room in this house.
Yeah, you
So-
did.
Sweet.
Because I'm like under the fan and I've got my feet up on the couch. It's really nice.
Hey, how do I turn on the lights in this room? Oh,
It is the way to do script reading.
completely dark.
Can you hear him through my microphone or no?
I can hear him.
You can
No,
still
no,
hear me?
no.
Really?
Oh,
No, I
No,
meant
you're isolated. You're isolated, Lisa. It's
Okay.
cool.
no, because I can hear him in the house. I just wanted to make sure the microphone wasn't picking him up. So
I was going to say the last option is I can go up to the pool room.
no, don't go up there. It's like 500 degrees.
Oh, okay.
As you can see,
Seriously.
ladies and gentlemen, we were totally ready for YouTube Live to start.
yeah. Completely ready.
Completely ready. This is what we want to take you in to the backstage of the mental suppository where everything is loose and runny.
This
Oh,
is
nice.
where the sausage
Oh.
is dropped on the floor.
Exactly.
Then we make it and then we feed it to you with bugs. Yes.
Is it bad that I
reading
don't know how to use
in the
Zoom
dark.
on a Mac? Like I don't know how to do anything.
You don't have to do anything. That's the great part.
Just
Why?
whatever.
What are you trying to do?
Just like not have other like have it take up the whole screen, and I can't even like figure out how to do that because I don't know how to use a Mac anymore because I've been
Okay.
using a PC for a year.
So where's Andrew? Where's Ramona?
Oh, she's just waiting. Actually, I'll introduce her while we wait for Andrew to get back on.
Oh, because we're live. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We are YouTube Live right now, making
This is
for
the-
really good initial YouTube television.
It's good.
It makes for
Good.
good. It makes for good TV.
Certainly does.
Looks like Ramona, are you there? Up there she is.
I literally just waved, but my camera wasn't on. What kind of day it's been?
It's been kind of like that
Hello.
tonight.
Let's see if I can go outside.
I think we should make Jamie read in the dark. That will make script reading interesting.
I'm
That's-
already extremely dyslexic, so this is already going to be great. It's pitch black.
And so
It's
the
not
part of-
that complicated.
Where
So,
are you in July that it's pitch black? A bat cave?
not
My
close enough.
parents live in the woods.
Jamie, wrong. It's he's in the Batcave. Wrong script reading. That's the Batman one coming up.
But
We-
what would Dick Tracy be without Tess Trueheart? And playing the part of Tess Trueheart tonight is if you'd like to introduce yourself, Ramona.
Oh, Ramona Pachowski-Preddy.
Welcome aboard. We're just up there, and we got Andrew back. So hopefully we can get this started.
We're only 4 minutes behind.
Only 4 minutes. Only 4 minutes.
The best shows never start on time.
Oh, think about
Exactly.
old live television.
Exactly. If
All the things that
we're
used to go wrong with that.
we're simply being fashionable right now, ladies and gentlemen.
I've
That's
never
what
been
we're doing.
fashionable.
I don't see Andrew.
He's just joining,
Oh, okay.
or hopefully he is. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay.
He's joining us live from his militia compound where there isn't a whole lot of Wi-Fi.
He's using multiple repeaters so that the government can't find him.
That seems likely.
Right. I don't know if he's just having connectivity issues or what, but
It's no big deal. He's just Dick Tracy.
yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just the title role.
Who needs him? Bring in Batman.
Exactly. We could get really creative with this, Brett.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do my voice as Willow.
Yes.
My character will be like
Hey.
Willow.
If we start fooling around too much, I'll totally lose concentration and forget what my voice is, what I want them to be. It'll be a disaster.
I don't think it'll be that bad. Is it just going to be the times when you're talking to yourself that you get confused?
Mostly.
All right, mostly. All right.
Mostly. Come on, Andrew, what's going on? But actually, while we wait for Andrew to begin, I think people forget that how popular Dick Tracy was. And then, I mean, it came out in the 1930s. So that was like right at the beginning. That was like right around Prohibition, right around the time, mobsters and stuff like that were really, was really taking the public eye. So, having a character like Dick Tracy who's fighting all these gangsters, which, if you look at it, really inspired a lot of Batman's key villains. I mean, that came out, so a decade before Batman. So, I mean, if you think about it, Jerry Robinson and Bill Finger took a lot of inspiration when they were creating like the Joker, the Penguin.
Oh yeah, because they had a whole cavalcade of characters of evil people that they could choose from.
Oh yeah, you had with Dick Tracy, you had like Flat Top, you had Prune Face and
Prune Face, yeah.
Yep. So I mean, a lot of that inspired, if you didn't have Dick Tracy, you probably wouldn't have had Batman.
That's probably why when I watched the Dick Tracy movie that came out when I was a kid, that's probably why I was super into it immediately, because I grew up watching, live action Batman.
Right.
And,
Are you sure it wasn't? You sure it wasn't your love for Al Pacino?
It was not my love for Al Pacino.
Ooh.
There's nothing wrong with Al Pacino, but that wasn't it.
I think the biggest problem I had with the Dick Tracy movie is they like killed off almost every single bad guy in the first 3 seconds of the movie. And it's like, well, so much for the sequel.
That was a great montage of death.
All right, fearless leader, we need to make an executive decision. Who's playing Dick Tracy?
Oh, he just texted me. He said, "Hang on." He's just waiting for his
He's waiting for his internet order to be processed.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Usually,
He's probably got 14.4 dial-up modem.
Oh, really?
Probably.
Oh, hi, Sid.
Hi.
Oh, that's yours. Sorry about that.
No, usually he's pretty good, but he probably has his kids playing. They're watching Black Widow.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Blocks.
Yes.
Playing Minecraft.
Yep.
Bandwidth.
Yeah.
And Solitaire.
Give me half an hour, kids. I got a script reading to get through.
Isn't that what the kids play this day? Solitaire and chess?
Possibly.
I thought it was Minesweeper.
It's Roblox.
Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Connect 4.
It's all about the Roblox now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not with the times.
If you're playing Minecraft, you're old. You're like 10.
Oh gosh. I don't even think I ever played Minecraft.
No.
Roblox these days.
Yeah, I know.
My experience with video games stopped after the Atari 2600. So what is that?
Actually, I don't
River
even
Raid. I loved River Raid.
Roblox.
Oh, River
Roblox.
Raid, yes.
I don't even think I know what that is.
It's from what I've seen, it's kind of like Minecraft.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, it's similar to Minecraft.
I don't even know what Minecraft is. Is that bad? Like I
It's
know
a, you know what? It's a
but I
little.
have no idea what it is.
It's like a phone version of Sims. It's a little bit like Sims.
Okay. Yep.
But you build it from like the ground up instead of pulling things.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean, I never played The Sims. I played like Sim City and Sim Earth because I'm old. Apparently,
it's like Sim. Yeah, so it's like Sims meets Lego.
Sims.
Okay.
Like okay.
Oh, he had to reboot.
Ooh.
He's probably running a PC with Running with lots of viruses.
Okay, Jamie. We know how you feel about Max.
This is a perfect
Max,
time
man.
for doing that.
Oh,
This sounds like a job for Dick Tracy, except
it really does. We gotta actually get Dick Tracy to find Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy's having a hard time with his internet. That's right.
Well, he's got
Makes
that watch.
sense. I mean, Tess has got it right away, and then Dick Tracy's just slow to catch on. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Exactly.
that's pretty much those are the characters.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of everyone's backgrounds. I looked.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have any backgrounds. There's no backgrounds.
I had PD all week, so I decided to not have my child and dog walking around the background.
I've got vintage radios.
Yeah.
No,
Scott M. Graves, counselor at Lodge. Urban graffiti.
all right.
Abstract.
Ooh.
Nature.
Ooh.
That looks like trees are growing out of your head.
Media project. Are we here yet? Blur.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back. On the Rocks, Politica, and Mental Suppository.
Great show. Great show. Oh, I think we might finally have Andrew. We'll see if we can
Yep,
get him to
lost all of our crowd. Both of
Yep,
them had to go.
We lost the two people that were listening to us while on the toilet. Great. Now no one's here.
Fantastic. Little do we know there's 10,000 people waiting on YouTube right now. Like,
What the heck's going on?
my pizza's going to be here in about 5 minutes. When are they going to finish this thing?
Okay, I have one friend watching, so we have one viewer.
Oh,
There he
hello
is.
out there.
Testing 1, 2. Can everybody
Yep,
hear me?
there he is.
How do I sound? Am I being lagged or anything crazy like that?
Nope.
Hey there. Hey there,
Okay.
Dick.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm definitely having some computer malfeasance. I think the Whopper has decided he wants to play global thermonuclear war, and I'm not interested, and he just wants to play anyway.
The Whopper. What is this, Burger King?
Wappa.
The Whopper, Joshua,
Oh.
right through Falcon's Maze.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody who's stuck by and waited for us to, get through our technical difficulties. But I know everybody's ready. So if you guys are ready, we can. I'm just going to plug my headphones in so we don't get any reverb. But hold on. And so thank you all for tuning in to Dick Tracy in the case of the Big Top Murders. If you don't feel like watching us, close your eyes and pretend it's a old time radio play, or just shut up. So, Scott, if you would like to read us in.
Gladly. Tootsie Rolls, America's best known candy, presents America's best known detective.
Just a moment, old boy. What's all this?
This is the new Dick Tracy Show.
Dick Tracy, America's favorite detective.
Right you are. Presented by Tootsie Rolls, that favorite American candy.
Hey, Gadman, Dick Tracy.
And Tootsie Rolls, too.
That sounds exciting.
It is, Mr. Flintheart. It is.
Well, then, let's get on with it. Mah!
Tonight's story, the case of the Big Top Murders. Our story begins in the office of Hambone Schill, manager of Big Top Circus.
You stole my cape!
You're a liar.
Shut up, both of you. Now, what seems to be the trouble?
She says I stole her cape.
She did. I just had it made. It was in the dressing room.
Why don't you take care of your things?
Stop. Now, one at a time. You, Zelda, what is it?
Mr. Schill, my new cape, the one I use in my act with Prancer the Dancing Elephant. It's been stolen.
Why do you accuse me? There's hundreds of people around this circus. I don't need your old cape.
Of course you don't need it. You did it out of spite because my Dancing Elephant act gets billing over your cats.
Why, you dirty little...
Oh, hit me with your whip, will you?
Zelda, now listen to me.
She hit me.
She had it coming to her. Says I stole her cape.
You better leave, Faye, while I talk to Zelda. Go on.
Or pamper her. She's your star. I didn't mean anything around this circus anymore. Everything is Zelda. Zelda and her dancing elephant.
That isn't true, Faye. You're getting more money than Zelda.
Money? What does that mean? It's billing that counts. Why is she the star spot? I used to be there.
Because you're a has-been. You and your old cats.
How would you like another cut with my whip?
Just try it.
Get out. Faye, go on. It's only 20 minutes to showtime. Get out and get ready for your act.
Sure, I'll go. But you haven't heard of the last of this, Zelda. Not by a jugful.
Oh, hello, Faye.
Shut up.
What goes with her?
She saw about something, Duckfoot.
Oh, here's your cape, Zelda.
My cape?
Where did you find it, Duckfoot?
In the dressing tent.
But I looked all over for it. It's been gone since last night.
Well, you got it now. So forget about the trouble. Now get ready.
Want me to go with you, Zelda?
Look, Duckfoot, I told you how I feel about you. I'm not in love with you. Why don't you leave me alone?
Sure. I'm sorry, Zelda. You might thank me for finding your cape.
So long, Shill. See you after the performance.
What's the matter, Duckfoot? Zelda say no?
She laughs at me because I'm a clown. Clowns have feelings behind their painted faces. Clowns can love, and clowns can hate.
Come on, Tess, my dear girl. Come on, Tracy, old man. We're late. The performance has already begun.
Oh, we certainly are, and it's all your fault, Dick.
Sorry, Tess, but you know how my job is.
We should have gone to the circus without him.
Oh, Vitamin, you don't mean that.
Well, we're never going to see the show if we don't get a move on.
Righto, carry on. Big Top's just up ahead.
You were here last night, weren't you, Tess?
Oh, yes, and I loved it. Duckfoot the clown, Feline and her trained tigers, and best of all, Zelda and her dancing elephant.
Sounds. If you were here last night, my dear girl, why do you want to see it again tonight?
Don't you know, Vitamin? Tess has become a candid camera fiend. She takes pictures all the time of everything.
Oh, that's what all this paraphernalia is.
Yes, Vitamin, when I was at the circus last night, I realized what wonderful possibilities the circus offered for photographs.
Well, you shouldn't have asked me to come along. What you need is a small truck to carry all your equipment.
Oh, is it heavy, Dick?
Hold your own ticket, please. Still time to see Zelda and her dancing elephant. Right this way.
I got the tickets. Come on. You are my good fellow.
Go right in.
Chew! Egad! Egad! Zounds!
What's the matter, Vitamin? Catching cold?
It's that act. Feline and her trained tigers. Can't stand cats. I'm allergic to them. Make me sneeze. Even the sight of them.
You can open your eyes now, Vitamin.
Ah.
Tigers are going off now.
Got it. A beautiful shot.
How many pictures have you taken already, Tess?
I haven't the slightest idea, Dick, but I'm saving one whole roll of film for Zelda and her dancing elephant. She's wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen, the star attraction of the Big Top Circus, renowned throughout the world, the greatest, most thrilling attraction of all time, Zelda and her dancing
this, Dick.
elephant.
Vitamin, Zelda comes out into the ring over here, and the elephant comes out on this side.
Indeed?
Then the elephant curtsies.
Oh.
He does, Dick. You'll see. And then Zelda and the elephant go into a waltz.
Probably does it better than I do. Me dear little wife Snowflake always says.
Got it. I got a picture of the curtsy, Dick.
Oh, they're going to waltz now. She's walking towards the elephant.
He's backing away from her.
Part of the act, old man. The elephant pretends he doesn't want to dance.
No, no. That isn't the way it went last night. Something's wrong, Dick.
Hey, Gad, look!
He picked her up by the cape and he's swinging her.
She'll be killed.
Tess,
He's killed her! Egad!
trampling her to death.
I don't see why we had to come down to here. You're down here to your office this morning, Mr. Tracy. What happened to Zelda last night was an accident.
That's what the police would like to determine, Miss Line.
Now, Mr. Tracy, Faye's right. I've been with the circus for 40 years. I've seen plenty of accidents like last night's.
It's part of the job, Mr. Tracy. The risk, I mean. When you work with animals, well, you never know. Take it from me.
You mean to say, me dear woman, that those tigers of yours haven't been trained? That they're wild?
They've been trained, Mr. Flintheart, but they still wild. Give them one chance and...
Pardon me. I didn't bring you people down here to discuss animal training. A woman was killed last night.
Why don't you book Zelda's elephant for murder?
Miss Line, I'm doing my best not to lose my temper with you. You've done nothing since you've come in but give smart answers to my questions.
You must forgive her, Mr. Tracy. She's upset. Everyone connected with the show is. What more do you want to know?
Let's put it this way, Mr. Schill. It's possible to direct an animal kill, isn't it?
Why, yes, but...
Nobody could handle that elephant but Zelda.
I see.
Everyone loves Zelda, including the elephant, and yet she's dead.
No one said everyone loved her.
You didn't?
No.
It was a small disagreement, Mr. Tracy. A matter of billing. Nothing serious.
I didn't do it. Don't look at me. Ask Dufffoot or some of the others.
Duckfoot. The clown? I asked him to come here this morning, too. Where is he?
He said he was coming.
Did he hate Zelda? That funny little clown. Oh.
Same thing. He loved her, wanted to marry her.
Oh.
She insulted him, made a fool of him. Once he threatened to kill her.
Faye.
It's true. I heard it. Maybe he had something to do with it.
Yes. I want to talk to him.
Well, if you've got nothing more to ask, I'm going. Come and chill.
If Mr. Tracy is through with us.
I guess that's all for now, Shill. I'll drop in on you after the performance this evening, just to look around.
Certainly, Mr. Tracy. Anytime.
Oh, Tess.
Dick, I've developed the pictures I took last night at the circus. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had visitors.
Quite all right, miss. We were just leaving. Come on, Faye. Bye, Mr. Flintheart.
Goodbye, my good man.
Mind if I walk to your car, Mr. Shill? I'd like to ask you a few things about Duckfoot the clown.
Come along, Mr. Tracy.
Be back in a moment, Tess.
Egad, my dear girl. It's mystifying. Positively mystifying.
You mean about Zelda's death, Vitamin?
Yes, imagine, my dear. A little clown named Duckfoot was in love with her. She spurned his affections, and he, in wrath, turned her own elephant against her, persuaded the beast to kill his mistress. Killed with an elephant. Must have been an easier way.
Oh, Vitamin. I don't believe it happened that way.
Tracy does, my dear. At least he's very much interested in that theory.
Pardon me. I'm looking for Mr. Tracy.
This is his office. He'll be back shortly. Won't you come in and wait?
Oh, thank you. He said he wanted to speak to me.
Are you with the circus, my good fellow?
Yes, I'm Duckfoot the clown.
Oh, it's Duckfoot the clown.
Sounds, my good man. I would have never known you on the street. That makeup of yours. Hilarious.
Oh, I've got some pictures of you here. Would you like to? Oh, I just remembered.
What?
About the accident last night. I've got those here too. I don't suppose you want to be reminded of what happened.
Egad, no.
You have actual photographs of the elephant and Zelda?
Yes.
I would like to see them. I would very much like to see them.
Well, here they are. There.
Amazing. Truly amazing. Oh, those tiny photographs, my dear Tess. You caught every movement of that horrible tragedy.
Yes, miss, they are amazing. And they tell me a very interesting thing.
Do they, dear Duckfoot?
They tell me that Zelda was murdered.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the intermission. And what a stunning development that poor clown Duckfoot shared with us. Frankly, it's truly sad, this business with the elephant. So truly sad.
I know something that could cheer everyone up, Mr. Flintheart.
Do you?
Yes, something that could make even a sad clown happy.
Really? Well, share it, man.
Here's my advice.
Ah,
Just hand out a handful of these big nickel-sized Tootsie Rolls. They'll give you an energy lift, put pep in your step, guaranteed to put a big grin on anyone's face. Just remember that Tootsie Roll is a candy treat that can't be beat. It's so chewy, so chocolatey, so delicious. It will really tickle your taster.
goodness, I do believe you're right. I already feel more chipper myself.
Why, sure, Mr. Flintheart. Everyone, I mean everyone, is happy to see Tootsie Rolls.
Wow.
Why, they're an all-American favorite from coast to coast, with little folks and big folks too. You simply can't lose when you choose Tootsie Rolls. Here, have another big nickel-sized Tootsie Roll. And now, bring on the big second act, Mr. Flintheart. We're going back to Dick Tracy and the case of the Big Top Murders.
Ah,
You say no one's seen Mr. Duckfoot, Mr. Shill, right?
No, Mr. Tracy. He didn't show up for the evening performance either. The show just ended 5 minutes ago.
I see. Well, hold on to him when and if he does come back.
Yeah, I will, Mr. Tracy. I'll let you know. I'll call.
It's very important.
I realize that.
Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Duckfoot the clown, still missing, eh?
Yes.
Tracy, do you think he may have, well, met with foul play?
Why do you say that, Tess?
He knew that Zelda had been murdered.
But how? How did he know?
By looking at those photographs that Tess took of the tragedy, old man. We told you that.
I've looked at those photographs from every possible angle, Vitamin.
Wow.
You've looked at them. Tess has looked at them. Have you been able to see anything that would indicate murder?
No.
But he said it was murder. Said it very definitely, old man.
This is the most confusing case I've ever had. But I have a hunch. Just a hunch that the murder has been committed. Duckfoot confirms that hunch.
And then disappears.
Here it is. Here it's 11 o'clock already, and he hasn't returned. Why didn't you two hold him here till I got back?
We told him you want to know what he said.
But he wouldn't stay, Dick. He said he had a score to settle.
His very words, old man.
That's a big help to me.
About these pictures, Dick.
Yes,
Do you think it might help if they were larger?
it might. We'd be able to see them more clearly. These little candid-sized shots are too small.
Give them to me. I'll take them home and enlarge them. It won't take half an hour.
Well, come along, my dear girl, and help.
You can come along, Vitamin. But Dick has to wait for Mr. Shill's call.
That's right. I nearly forgot. I shall remain here too, then.
Well, see you both later.
Oh, yes. Tess, see you later.
What's the matter, old sleuth? You don't shoot in your usual keen self tonight.
Vitamin, this case has got me completely baffled.
Now, baby. Faye can't let you out of your cage, so go to sleep. That's a good baby. Come on now. There.
Feline.
Duckfoot? Where have you been? You missed 2 shows. Shill is mad.
Mind if I come into your dressing tent, Faye?
No, come in.
I had something to talk to you about.
Have you seen Shill or Tracy?
No, I didn't want to see them. That's why I stayed away from the show this afternoon and tonight. I wanted to see you first, alone.
About what?
Have you seen the photographs?
What photographs?
Taken last night by Tracy's friend, Tess Trueheart. She's got it all down on film how Zelda was killed.
So what? I saw how she was killed. Her elephant trampled her.
No, Faye, he didn't trample her. He trampled her cape.
Yeah?
The pictures show it very plainly.
Yeah. What do you want me to do about it?
You killed her, Faye.
No. No.
You killed her. You're as guilty as if you had placed a gun against her forehead and pulled the trigger.
You're crazy.
Am I? You were jealous of her. Jealous because she's outshone you. Because she was bigger star than you were.
I didn't kill her.
The photographs tell the story, Faye. The photographs. And I will say one thing, and they'll convict you.
You can't prove it. Anything you say, they won't believe you. You hated her too. You could have done it.
No. I loved her. I loved her.
She mocked you, ignored you. You were dirt under the feet for all she noticed you.
I loved her. And you killed her.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to tell them.
Wait, look, Duckfoot, I've got money. I saved it. You can have it.
You killed her.
Take the money and keep your mouth shut.
No, Faye. I'm going to tell them. Tell them about the cape.
Duckfoot, come back. Listen. He's gone. There's only one thing to do. Only one way to stop him. Come out, baby. Come here. Go get him. Get him for me. Go. He'll stop him. Stop him forever.
I came as soon as I got your call, Mr. Shill. Did Duckfoot have a chance to speak before he died?
No, Mr. Tracy. Before my men could get to him, get that cat off of him, he was through.
That quiet little man. Egad, would think he was a murderer.
How do you arrive at that conclusion, Vitamin?
Well, old sleuth, he saw the photographs, didn't he?
Yes.
He realized he was discovered, so...
You think he killed himself?
Of course. Think of it, old man. He killed Zelda with an elephant, killed himself with a tiger. Incredible. Incredible.
Exactly.
You mean my theory's right, old gumshoe?
No, I mean it's incredible.
Oh.
Duckfoot knew nothing about controlling animals, Mr. Tracy. He couldn't have been guilty of Zelda's death.
And yet, he knew enough to see in those photographs that Zelda had been murdered. Shill, where's Fay Line?
I don't know, Mr. Tracy. No one's seen her since after her performance tonight.
And that tiger, me dear man? Where is it?
Yeah, strange thing about that cat. We had a bad time of it for a few minutes, but once we got it into Faye's tent, the animal went right back into his cage and went to sleep.
She keeps it in a tent. Egad.
It's her favorite. She calls it Baby.
Ah.
I wonder what Duckfoot saw in those photographs that we didn't see. Now we'll never know.
Perhaps I could see it too, Mr. Tracy. Maybe it's something that only a circus man would recognize.
I thought of that, Mr. Shill, after I got the call from you telling me about Duckfoot's death. I called Miss Trueheart and told her to meet us here with the photographs. She enlarged them.
Good. I suppose you realize that all this terrible business is going to be bad for my show, Mr. Tracy.
Of course, me good man. But 2 people have died, gone to their deaths.
We circus folks expect the worst always, Mr. Flintheart. In the circus, a bad box office is more of a tragedy than a death.
Yes, I see what you mean, my dear man. At box office. Yeah.
Mr. Schill, I wonder if I could have a look at the costume that Zelda was wearing the night she was killed.
Certainly, Mr. Tracy. I got it right here. I was thinking of sending it to her folks. Yeah, you can see right there. It's hardly been damaged.
Yes, autopsy showed she died of a broken neck when the elephant picked her up by the cape and tossed her.
This cape's pretty badly ripped and torn, old man. Choo! Egad! Egad! Take it away!
What is it, Vitamin?
This cape, old man. It affects me the way cats do. Makes me sneeze. Choo! Sounds.
Cats. Mr. Schill, how do elephants and the big cats get along?
They hate each other. Why?
If an elephant smelled the scent of a tiger,
He'd kick up an awful fuss. You mean that cape? That Zelda's cape?
yes, that cape has a scent of a tiger on it.
Odd bodkins, Tracy, old man. I see what you mean. That's why I sneezed just now.
Yes, and that's why the elephant went berserk last night. Come on, Schill. We've got to find Feline.
Miss Trueheart?
Oh, you frightened me for a minute. I can't see you very well. It's so dark.
I met you yesterday for a moment. I'm Feline.
The tiger lady.
That's right. I saw you stopped your car in the parking lot. I had to see you. It's about those pictures of the accident to Zelda.
Oh, did Tracy send you to look for me? Sorry I'm so late. I was making enlargements. I know how anxious he is for Mr. Schill to look at the pictures.
Well, yes, I see.
Well, I better take them over to him. That's Mr. Schill's office wagon over there, isn't it?
Tracy wants Schill to look at him.
Yes. He thinks that perhaps a circus man will be able to see what poor Duckfoot saw in them. Well, I've got to get them over to them.
Wait,
Yes,
they're not in the office wagon.
they're not.
No, they're waiting in my tent. It's right this way. Come on.
Oh, yes, certainly.
Those pictures, you've got all of them with you.
Why, yes.
Negatives too?
Yes, I was in such a rush to get over here after I finished enlarging the prints that I just jammed everything into this envelope and dashed out of my house.
Negatives too.
Why are you so interested in the negatives, Ms. Line?
Interested. I'm not. Tracy said he wanted them too. That's all.
Wonder why I wanted the negatives.
Oh, here's my tent. Step in.
Thank you. Why, it's dark in here. They're not here.
They'll be back in a minute. I'll switch on the dressing light table. There we are.
What's that?
Oh, that's Baby, my pet tiger. He's the star of my act. I keep his cage right here in my dressing tent.
He's not the one who...
Baby, no, he wouldn't hurt a fly. Would you, Baby? See?
Do you suppose we ought to go look for them? Mr. Schill and Tracy?
They said they'd be back. May I look at those photos?
Why, yes, here. There they are.
Yes. Yes, it's quite plain. So Duckfoot was right.
Then you see it too. What is it?
I'm burning these pictures, Miss Trueheart. Burning the evidence.
What are you doing? Then you killed Zelda. And Duckfoot.
Yes, I took her cape, wrapped it around Baby hair all night. It had the scent of my tiger on it. And then when Zelda's elephant smelled it, she went wild and trampled the cape. I killed Duckfoot because he knew.
Why, you fiend? You horrible woman. Get out of my way.
You're not leaving here, Miss Trueheart. You're not leaving here alive.
What?
Get her, Baby. Get her for me.
No.
Tess! Tess! Tess!
Dick, look!
Stand back, Tess.
What are you? Then you. Oh,
Tess, are you all right?
sorry, I lost my place. Clearly, I'm not. I'm not. Yes, Dick, I'm all right thanks to you. You were wonderful. Wonderful.
I heard you scream and the tiger growl. I knew you were in danger.
Tracy, old man, what? God, is the beast dead?
Tracy shot him. It's Feline, Dick. She killed Zelda. She murdered Duckfoot, too.
Feline, sounds. Mr. Schill and I saw her running out of this tent a moment ago.
Come on. We've got to get her.
Ah,
Mr. Tracy,
Which way did she go?
that way, into the big animal tent. Why?
She's the murderer.
what was that?
Sounded like Zelda's elephant. Faye's in there. Come on.
Pull the tent flap back.
Right. Look.
Sounds. How horrible.
She's dead. Trampled to death by Zelda's elephant.
The beast must have smelled the odor of the tigers on her clothes.
Yes.
Perhaps. You may call it that, gentlemen. I prefer to call it retribution.
Vitamin is right, Mr. Schill. Feline has paid for her sins.
Maestro, let's have that theme again. Ah, that does it. That lets everybody know that Tootsie Rolls are back on candy counters all over America. That big nickel-sized Tootsie Roll is just as chewy, just as chocolatey, just as delicious as ever. All those good, wholesome ingredients that go into Tootsie Rolls receive extra special care in the Tootsie Roll Candy Kitchen. And when you buy a Tootsie Roll at your favorite candy counter, you get a candy treat that can't be beat. That's chewy, chocolatey Tootsie Rolls will really tickle your taster. It sounds so delicious. It's, gee, I wonder if Maestro Ray Carter can play it with music. That big nickel-sized Tootsie Roll is delicious. Up and out. Ah, thanks, Ray. That does it. That lets everybody know that the big nickel-sized Tootsie Roll is a teeth-tickling treat that can't be beat.
Police headquarters, Tracy speaking. Oh, yes, Sergeant McGlure. What? You saw Deuce's Wild? But you couldn't have. He was executed last night. I don't care what Deuces said about coming back. He's dead. What? No, don't do anything. This looks serious. I'll be right over.
What's this? Deuce's Wild? Returned from the dead? An executed man who comes back to wreak vengeance on the people who sent him there. It's all yours for the listening. Next Saturday, same time, same station, when Tootsie Rolls, America's best-known candy, presents America's best-known detective, Dick Tracy, in the case of The Man Who Died Twice.
Featuring Vitamin Flintheart, Tess Trueheart, Deuces Wild, and an all-star cast.
Dick Tracy is based on the nationally known comic strip created by Chester Gould. Dick Tracy is written for radio by Sidney Sloan and directed by Mitchell Grayson. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
All right, who wants a Tootsie Roll now?
Yay.
End scene.
I don't want a Tootsie Roll. I want a Tootsie Roll.
Okay,
Oh, shut up.
The weirdest thing about the whole Tootsie Roll thing is that JB and I actually had like a bag, like huge bag of Tootsie
yes.
Rolls, and we've been eating them for months. I mean, months. Okay? They just
I
live in
actually
a
bought a
garage.
giant bag for somebody at work because I stole like 2 or 3 of theirs and I felt bad. So I was going to give them a whole giant bag back. And it's lasted for months.
I mean, we've had it since like February or something when they were in the garage and they were practically frozen.
There's
And now they're like partially melted and squishy. And I just, if we had actually been recording at our house, I totally like would have gone over there at one point when I wasn't speaking and just like opened a Tootsie Roll and just started eating one because honestly, we have Tootsie Rolls in our house.
Well, I may have to go up to Target now and get some.
The sad thing
the
is
Tootsie
they're
Roll is
they're anything
basically-
but chocolatey or delicious. They taste like
No, they're not chocolate.
Well, back in the 30s, they probably tasted better. You know,
They might have had chocolate in them.
I mean, considering what they also had for options to actually have
I was
as
gonna
chocolate.
say, yeah, the options weren't wide, so it probably tasted pretty darn good. And I,
Liver and onions.
Scott, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like the whole Tootsie Roll ad was something I would have heard you write in like middle school.
Yes.
But I wasn't even writing anything in middle school. I wasn't that.
No,
Yeah.
but I could see us like putting together like, I don't know, a broadcast or something, like a news broadcast, and Mr. Lutterer saying, "Hey, you need a commercial."
It is true. It is true. I like that. This was a lot of fun.
This was awesome.
No, this was great. And thank you guys for taking
My
part in
husband
this
has
tonight.
ADHD. Can you
No.
not tell?
And I apologize for.
I'm surprised.
I
It's
did.
surprised that Jamie isn't like canoeing across you in the background. There he goes.
And there he is.
Ah,
Yeah.
Perfect.
wonderful.
So when my toddler doesn't behave,
Yeah, I wonder where she gets it from.
where does she get it from?
Yeah.
Although she did build a car out of books yesterday and then drove it
nice.
to the store. It was pretty amazing.
Do I
Yeah.
see Sydney there too?
Hi.
Hi.
He was the part of Zelda tonight.
Yeah.
I was kind
Yeah,
of
man, where's
listening
the-
into everyone else's through Brett's headphones. So I was really hoping I'd actually hear my cues.
And she did. She heard him
And
beautifully.
Where's the credits, man?
Oh.
You
I
should
didn't.
been
I didn't have
running
the video
credits.
because I had the script up.
Credits.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that for everyone listening that you really enjoyed our script reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tonight playing the part of Dick Tracy was Andrew Shanley.
Hi guys.
The part of Tess Trueheart was Ramona Pachelski Peretti. Duckfoot the Clown was played by Jamie Billings. Shill and the announcer was played by Scott Graves. Zelda, the elephant trainer, was played by Sydney Goddard Herholz. The part of Faye was played by Lisa Billings. And the part of Vitamin Flintot was played by myself, Brett Herholz, by myself. Yeah.
Was that part not just written for you, bro, Brett?
Oh,
It
probably.
really was.
He
That's why
loves
he has
that
the
part.
mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
That
Surprised he
suits him
didn't
very
replace
well.
every zounds with zoinks.
Yeah. Spike Scoop.
Well, and Jamie, honestly, like I wanted a restraining order against you as you played Duckfoot.
Was I that creepy?
There was
I just
there was
want to
some
be loved. Is
definite-
that so wrong?
He plays creepy really well, to
yeah,
be
the
honest.
creep factor was definitely up there. I was
You
like,
married
oh,
him.
I did. It's true.
Well,
I'm actually
I-
happier to be in the room with the murderer than to be in the room with the clown.
See, I'm a nice murderer. I'm a nice person.
Go away, clown man. You scare me.
Level-headed murderer. Every clown has a little bit of verklempt in them, you know.
I don't like clowns.
Nobody likes
Everything
clowns.
floats
They're
down
terrifying.
Yeah, I'm
here.
with you.
Well, clowns are creepy, so I mean, the
Yeah.
it clown basically says it all.
Can't sleep. Clowns will eat me.
I also told Jamie to try to base his clown voice on Jerry Lewis, somebody I really just cannot stand. So I tried to think of the most obnoxious human being, dead now, that could play an evil clown or play a clown.
Jerry Lewis or Jerry Lee Lewis?
No, Jerry Lewis, the comedian,
Jerry
not the guy who went after his cousin.
See, I was going for the cartoon version of Dick Tracy because
Yeah.
I was watching some of that. And I was thinking to myself, oh, how cool would it be if I did a little bit of the Dragnet style too? Just like
No, I think that
monotone,
worked. I
It-
started
it-
watching some of the old movie serials that came out in the 30s and 40s that they did with Dick Tracy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of get that cadence for the time period.
Well, back then when they made those movies and those serials, they were like, get it done, get it done, get it
Yep.
done. They didn't exactly have time to actually give people time to act.
Next week, Dick Tracy with "Where's My Hat."
Where's my hair?
You beat me to it, Andrew.
When we were reading this, I was flashing back when I was a child. I was obsessed with the movie Annie. Like I've seen the
Oh, yeah.
1980 version.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably 1,000 times. I mean, like no lie. And he and Daddy Warbucks does the radio hour thing, but he doesn't know to not read like drop page, and so he just reads all of the cues. Drop page, like over and
State
over
your
again.
name.
Yeah, there's a
And it-
cosplay
and-
idea for me now.
And then he
Yeah.
just got all upset by everybody. It's just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Goodbye.
Well, and then they trick him into reading an advertisement too, and he's like, "Did I just read an ad?" And then he like drops.
wondered
the
if
page, and then he-
did
and then he
Anchorman get
goes,
that from
"Drop
that?
page," and he throws the page on the ground and then just like leaves. So yeah,
Did
they
Anchorman get
love that
inspiration
movie.
from that?
What?
Did Anchorman get inspiration from that? It's like read anything off the teleprompter.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
But yeah, Annie, there's another great comic strip from the 1940s.
Yeah.
That era.
Yeah.
Daddy
I love the
Warbucks.
movie.
I love
World War
40s
II.
comic strips because they were stories. And
There's the creepy clown.
Frog.
There he is. I think he's amphibious.
Oh, who's the character from Harry Potter?
We
that has the
probably
Oh,
should get
Shanks.
going soon.
No, Barty
We
Crouch
have
Jr.
our
you're thinking of.
wait.
crazy
Yes.
Barty
baby.
Crouch Jr.
David.
Sorry,
David,
I can't.
David Tennant.
Yes.
I can only kind of hear part of it through Brett's headphones.
Hello, father.
Who plays the creepiest characters, but is like the nicest guy.
Oh, I know.
Totally.
love to hate him.
Right?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I have a pizza party to go to.
Oh, I have a
Um,
pizza party.
We
I
haven't
have
heard
Email me a
Brett say
slice.
if our toddler is still running around my house naked. I'm only sort of making that up because
She was running around in her pull-up. So
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
You know what?
protected.
Speaking of kids driving, my kid has actually got her learner's permit, and I had to drive her in a car.
Oh, congratulations.
That's
and good luck.
terrifying.
Yeah, it's like skydiving, except I don't have the parachute.
And you have no hair to grab onto, so
No.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got that out of the way.
Yeah, I pretty much
Pulling
cleared
your
that
hair out.
problem. Just there it goes.
But then after that comes, they can drive themselves places.
And then I have to pay for the insurance.
Yeah, that's true.
Insert trombone here.
Mopeds. Mopeds. I'm getting my kids mopeds.
I'm just gonna get my
They're
kids
not
Hot
fast
Wheels
enough-
cars.
They're not fast enough to be totally dangerous on their own, and yet they are still mobile.
When my daughter turned 16, I got her a Hot Wheels car just to be funny. And then she's like, "What are you giving me this?" And she's like, throws it back at me, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like I pulled out the $50 bill that was behind the Hot Wheels burger. I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna hold on to this then." It's like, wait.
Dad, I love you.
Yeah, it's smart ass kid. You know?
Kids now are so much smarter though. They're like, I'm not gonna buy a car. That's expensive. And all it does is eat money every month. It's like, yeah, it does kind of, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're
I
smart
have kids.
now.
Kids are waiting a long time to get their license now.
Oh,
I don't like the mad dash for all of us. I mean, we lived in the sticks. There was nowhere
Oh,
to go.
yeah.
But my kids don't. I have kids that they graduate and they're like, maybe I get my license when I go to college.
They think Uber
That's
is
what I'm
the
saying.
car.
Yeah. But
Uber.
it's the best kind of car. It's a car you don't own and pay for, other
Yeah.
than the
call it.
ride you're taking, you know.
Uber,
Have
we
to
call it
park.
our parents.
Well, and there's a new thing now too. One of my students just came to visit me. She came out with her husband and her son, and they did this thing called Turo.
I haven't heard
And
of that.
I've
It's
seen that.
people. It's like the inverse of Uber, where if you own a car and you're not using it, you can just rent it to someone. So they just come pick their house, the car up at your house, and because now where people working from home, they're like, I have this car that I don't have anything to do with.
I got a demolition derby I need to go to. I'll just get one from there. That'll be perfect.
So I guess like Liberty Insurance covers it the same way they would cover like an Uber car. And
Perfect for bank heist
Yeah.
getaways.
Yeah. Getting rid of bodies.
Hey, look, my car's in the news.
My car is famous. Look at that.
my car smells
Being
like
followed by
bleach.
a helicopter.
I don't remember.
Hey.
You washed it so well.
Why is there so much lye in my car?
And why is there blood on the hood? Hey,
you said
honey,
you'd clean, you said
honey,
you'd clean
the-
this.
honey, the car's on TV and the
And
cops
it's on
are
fire.
chasing it.
It's
The
like
white
Pulp
Ford
Fiction
Bronco.
car. It's like somebody took all of their Afghans and stuff and covered the seats and stuff. How nice of them. That's really nice of them to do that.
Oh, this is a nice little doily. Oh, what's under it? Egad.
Oh, you forgot your shovel. No, take that.
and the ice pick.
Yeah.
And your chainsaw and hockey mask.
Yeah.
Don't forget
I
your
don't
zip
need that.
ties and duct tape.
I'd be the opposite. My husband would be like, I would leave things like I'd be like, oh, you know what? Their air freshener's almost out. I'm gonna get them a new one. My husband's like, what the hell? Like, why? The only person that goes to
Get into the
Broomfield that ends
car
up paying
next time,
more
they're
for
like-
stuff.
Oh, they Febreze the car for me. Oh, that's nice.
Wow, they Febreze the car.
Gosh, much cleaner.
Yeah.
My car is disgusting. No one wants to drive it.
My little
Same
wise
with ours.
timer.
Yeah.
So my
There's
husband has
chocolate
a,
ice cream spills.
Oh,
there's, like,
yeah.
chips.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
when you have kids.
bad.
At least you have the excuse of having a kid. We're just
Yeah. No, I mean,
us.
Slobs.
Yeah.
it mostly is her.
We,
So-
I
we,
also eat. I also eat in my car like way too much though.
My kids broke the 60-40 split seats in the back, so you can still sit in them, but it's only the full weight of your body that keeps them from going forward. So they put their seatbelts on. And
So
when
inertia.
When I stop fast, they're like,
That is
How
Doctor
did they
Who
do? They
would
weigh like
stop his
100 pounds
vehicle.
total. They're so tiny. How
I
could they
know.
I
possibly?
know. No, it wasn't weight or anything. They literally, one of them, I won't name
Or
which
both
one,
of them.
but the one that has, a very, very lax patience for waiting and paying attention.
I think I have a
pulled
good
the
guess which
top-
one it is.
Yeah, she pulled the top of the buttons off so that and Mazda, in their infinite wisdom, the assembly that goes through the seat down to the bottom so you can move it forward. Well, when you take that top off, it basically unhinges the entire assembly because the only thing holding it in place is that button on the top. So it all collapsed into the seat, making it virtually impossible for me to fix unless I take the seat apart. So therefore now it's automatically down unless you're sitting in it. But you would need to be about 300 pounds to keep the seat back because it's got a pretty heavy spring. So
That's a big kid.
as Ramona said, my
It really
rather
isn't.
slight daughters sit in it, and when you stop fast, they're like, like doing this. On long trips, it's virtually impossible for them. It's pretty cool.
Mazda, we make
I'm like-
cars that your
I'm
kids
like,
can
"See,
mess
that's
up.
what happens when you break dad's car,
We
Watch,
inherited
they're gonna like
like,
design some roller coaster and make millions of dollars off it, where every time it stops, it like bounces you forward.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I mean,
like lay in
my
your back
3-year-old
roller coaster
did
and you
key
spring
my
out.
car.
we
Exactly.
inherited
He
the,
took a rock and keyed it the whole way. And went, Mommy, look, I'm drawing a pattern.
Oh,
God.
I've owned the car for like less than a year. So
we
yeah.
inherited
I made a racing
the,
stripe.
yeah,
we
she was
inherited
super
the
proud of
ultimate,
herself.
like,
And I
midlife
like couldn't
crisis
even be
car.
mad because she didn't even know what she was doing.
We
I think I
inherited-
saw that on Facebook, Andrew.
Yeah.
The car that you have.
Yeah, it's like the Chevy Camaro that my father-in-law had.
Camaro.
It's okay. So like he sadly
Lisa
died.
and I
last-
actually have to get going, so
you
we're
have
gonna
to
say it at the
go?
same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
But yeah, so I inherited the Camaro, and it was of course my wife and I were at his house, and he died the day before, and I had to go to work. And I said, "Well, I gotta drop you off at home, honey." And she's like, "Well, why don't you just take Dad's car?" And I'm like,
Oh,
are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, go
I
ahead."
don't know.
I've never driven a Camaro before, and I drive a Honda Civic, and a Honda Civic and a Camaro, not the same thing. And so like I was literally driving this car like a kid out of a 1980s movie sneaking his parents out of the driveway. I'm like, And when I got to the highway and decided to merge on, I went to ludicrous speed. I mean, it's like holy crap.
Andrew's Camaro. It's gone plaid.
You do realize, Andrew, that a requirement of owning a Camaro is having a mullet. So I don't know how you're
I
gonna.
was gonna say,
Well-
did you like put on a jean jacket with the collar popped and like play some
See,
Skid Row or
I was
like,
actually gonna say Def
Yeah.
Leppard, but
You have to have an
Def Leppard,
80s.
yeah, Def
Shout it,
Leppard,
shout at
Winger.
the devil,
little
emanating.
Ozzy
from it.
Osbourne.
I'm
On
going
a
for
tape
like a
deck.
Vin Diesel kind of thing,
Oh yeah.
where I'm like, I live my life 1/4 mile at a time. Get the sunglasses going, just go on the highway, yeah, I'm a baddie. Don't mess with me.
I'm reminded of the guy from Dazed and Confused, Clint. Remember Clint? Came here tonight to do two things: drink some beer and kick some ass. Looks like I'm already out of beers.
be a lot cooler if you did.
It's funny too, because now every single time I drive by a Camaro while I'm driving the Camaro, there's like a Camaro wave, like, "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, you got a Camaro like me, yeah." Oh. It's usually
Is
either
it-
revving
I
the
didn't notice-
engine, or doing like a, "Yeah, man, got a Camaro."
I didn't notice. Does it have T-tops?
They don't have the new one. It's a
Oh,
2014.
that's so disappointing.
I know, dude.
I had a 1980 and it had T-tops.
Oh, it was a 1980.
Ooh.
It was very period,
That's very Adam Sandler. It's very,
Yeah.
It was,
Billy
it
Madison.
was totally Adam Sandler.
Was it? Did it
uh,
come with an 8? Did it come with a 8-track?
Interestingly enough, no. When I got it, it was a Southern car and it had It had no radio in it. Somebody had
No, I had a
spoken the
Volvo
word.
station wagon that had an 8-track in it. It didn't
But it
work.
did have an enormous Confederate flag across the top of it. That got really debated.
That's not true. I am not that kind of northerner.
Oh boy.
There was no
You took a
Confederate
dispenser and blended
flag.
right
Factory
in. Everyone was like,
installed.
"Oh my god, I love that!"
But the sad part is when I first got it, I did actually have a legit mullet.
It was the late 80s, early 90s. I think everybody in a small town had that.
It was 1992. What are you talking about?
I said late 80s, early 90s.
Long since I shouldn't have had a mullet. I remember.
You're at
You
the
didn't
you're
have
at
a
the
full mullet. Mr.
grunge-
Garber never would have allowed that.
Yeah.
Oh
you're
no,
at
he
the
would have pulled that off your
grunge
head.
hair
The
metal
grunge
area right
mullet.
there.
It was the
The hockey
grunge
mullet.
Yeah, the grungy mullet. You know,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
grungy
nobody does a
mullet.
mullet like a hockey player. I live with
Oh,
it.
You see, now every single Camaro has to come with like official 80s like hair metal stuff to listen to.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like constantly listening to like, Hair Nation from Sirius XM. It's just really funny because they have bands like Jackal and like Rat
Rat.
and every
Rat.
I mean,
That's
like
with 2 T's.
yes.
yeah, Rat
because
with
it's
2
that
T's.
Rat.
Cinderella.
It's really a lot of rat.
Cinderella, Quiet Riot, all those. And you're just like riding down the street going, yeah. I got my-" And of course, the air conditioner stopped working. So I have to have the windows down all the way. And of course, I have the radio up so I can listen to it. So I'm one of those guys.
Oh yeah. Pulling up on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Hey baby.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm the Camaro man. That's my new moniker. When I'm driving the Camaro, I make fun of myself like I'm the Camaro man. You have like the Bandit. Now you have the Camaro man.
Thanks for the ride,
And you
Bandit.
gotta talk like this all the way. You gotta talk like a Camaro man.
Yeah, I showed up here tonight with my F body. I got an F body Chevy. You
got a Hemi?
Thanks tonight. Drink beer, kick some ass.
There you go.
Like I'm already out of beer.
See, I got the Camaro man going on right now. Except I don't have like a cool jean jacket vest. I've got like my nerd vest behind me.
Yeah,
all
you're
my
gonna have
nerd
to get
facts.
one that has like either Pink Floyd, or if you're a downer kind of dude, it's got to have a Pink Floyd on the back. Or I
Some
think Rat would be pretty cool.
Rat would be cool. Metallica, big Guns N' Roses
Metallica,
thing.
Master of Puppets album cover.
Oh yeah,
There
totally,
you go.
absolutely. That's when you're really legit.
Yep.
Or if you really want to
Jack-
get your ass kicked, Striper.
Where they throw Bibles out in the crowd, people getting smacked by a Bible as it's flying across.
Oh, God.
The crowd. Ah!
It's the Bible thumping Camaro. Ooh.
Sounds like an
Praise
oxymoron.
Jesus! Wee!
It's
true.
really does.
An
Doesn't it?
Knocks
oxymoron,
over
but
a
it's
kid on a
not.
bike.
It's so, but it's so spot on.
You might see it in South Carolina.
What don't you see in South Carolina? Maybe you're listening in South Carolina. Sorry. That is
Democrat.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we went down it because I will say the beaches, like the sand itself, Northern Myrtle Beach is very pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Just avoid like leaving the beach at all. But we went over to this cute little shopping area they have with boardwalk and everything. It's really pretty. It's like, I don't know. There's an entire store of just Confederate flags. And I looked
Oh,
at my husband and
gosh.
went, we are so done here. And this was like before Trump. This was before I'm like, listen, can't do it.
I
Where are
would
we? Hampton Beach?
I would walk in and I would say, "Hi, do you have a Zimbabwe flag? Do you have a flag for Puerto Rico? Do you have a just asking?
I'm actually originally from Burkina Faso. Do you have a Burkina Faso flag?
You have the old
you-
Vietnam flag.
Do you have like a Croatia flag? I'm looking for Croatia flag. You got the Croatia flag?
Yeah, you walk in with the Borat accent. That's just as bad as if you're. It doesn't matter as long as
Hello.
you're not one of them. They'll probably have a problem with you. It's that
Nah, they just have a problem with people.
building a book of business in Greenville, South Carolina, about a decade ago, a little more than a decade ago. And the interesting thing with South Carolina is that it's kind of like a third world nation in that there's like 3 islands of places where it's safe for someone from Massachusetts to be. The upstate, Greenville, kind of Columbia, not really, but kind of. And
Kind
then
of Columbia, but not
and
really.
Charleston. and Charleston, maybe Myrtle Beach too. I don't know. But like outside of that, it's not even like it's the same.
No, I went to
South
Edisto
Carolina.
Island. Edisto literally has a bridge that gets across to it.
Is that like in the Rice Islands outside of
Yes.
Charleston? Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's south of Kiowa.
I
Wow,
remember
yeah.
seeing
So it's like
that.
right. It might as well be in Georgia then at that point.
They were
right?
selling like boiled peanuts along the road.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
from their
noticed that the
houses.
more rural it gets in general, you driving around with Massachusetts plates can become
Yeah.
problematic.
But ironically, I felt more comfortable because actually there were more people of color in that area.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, down in
Versus-
the islands and stuff, right?
The
Yes.
moment
Yep.
they see your license plate, they're like, "Oh, they're one of the good ones."
Because we also did the Outer Banks, and Outer Banks actually made me more anxious than the
Oh.
islands down in
Did
South
it?
Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah,
could
it's
see,
an interesting place. And that isn't to put down everybody because there are, Greenville, the upstate.
Oh, there's some
is-
beautiful areas. There's some super liberal areas. There's some very
But it's like a
progressive
land of
areas.
I don't know how you experienced it, but for me it was like a land of extremes. It's either like, wow, this place feels really safe and feels like it's cosmopolitan, people can have a diversity of opinions.
Or there's
and all that.
crosses everywhere.
Right. You stop to pick up some boiled peanuts or whatever on the road, a hot dog or whatever, and they're like, Massachusetts, where the hell is that? And why you come here? What are you doing down here, boy?
You from that bullshit harbor?
Was
I'm
it
here
Virginia?
I'm here to visit Bo and Luke.
And the bandit.
I'm a cousin of Daisy.
You making fun of
Look
me?
alike.
That's what you're doing, aren't you? You making fun of me.
Oh no, sweetheart. We would never make fun of you.
We went to Virginia and we went to check into the hotel. And at the time, I was driving a Subaru Outback. So we walk up and you give your car and everything. And they're like, car make? I said, a Subaru. And the guy looks at me and she's like, it was a female. She's like, a Subaru what? I said, a Subaru. I'm sorry, honey. You need to spell that for me.
Wow.
Clearly, it's not Amherst, Massachusetts.
No, land of Subarus.
And want to give those Teslas or whatever?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine trying
Where
to
do you,
plug
how
your
much
car in
gas
some
does that
areas?
take?
Imagine driving a Prius. I mean,
You know
was
what I
that
heard?
Prius?
They got this car, the Tesla. It runs on magic. You don't put no gas in it.
It runs on hope.
I got a plug back here. Will that work? It's one of those European ones.
Gotta be.
I think that's
Gotta
how
be.
they filled the tank.
It's a three-pronger. Will a three-pronger work on it, honey?
I got
You know,
an
I took
adapter
four of
for it.
them-
Don't worry.
I took 4 of them Subarus and I put them. Each one is like a tire on my pickup truck because I lifted it. It's like 4 tracks because you got all-wheel drive times 4. Now I got 16-wheel drive. It's perfect.
So it's electric. Can I plug it into the outlets in the house?
Let me lick it for you.
So since it's electric, I don't have to put gas in it. So I'm just
Right.
gonna let it go.
Oh, Scott, I do
Wow.
have to tell you while you're here, I do have to tell you. So I had a little bit of a shutdown at the end of the year. I've had the same supervisor for 16 years. He's amazing. He's actually the person who hired me. We found out 2 days before school ended at graduation that they were moving him to a different part of the district.
Oh,
Like admin didn't want to tell us. Like, and we're not involved in it. We, like, completely
know?
sidewiped us.
Did he know?
So he found out like that day.
oh,
And then they were like, hey, you need to email your people because we don't want to have to tell them. And we're like, what? So I literally wasn't functioning for like two weeks at least. It was just, it was a mess.
that's
So,
understandable.
but
Yeah.
I've got it for you to finish it up and I'll get it off to you.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I mean, there is no rush. We're all just making up and the media project as we go along.
That's how this show
but
came
I'm excited.
We're winging it.
I'm excited to have it
Listen,
because I
that's how I
think a lot of
teach.
people.
That's how
What's
I
that?
taught.
Just make it up as I go
Wait.
along.
That's kind of how the media is after being in the business for 20 years and everything else like that. And then having to go into other forms of employment, you just kind of wing it. That's just how it is. I went
Right.
from television film production to hotel management. And that's a fun story for another time. The things I've seen, trust me, if you're not paying more than $100 for your hotel room, you're sleeping in a crime scene.
I live we're one town outside of Vernon, Connecticut,
Yeah.
where they had the owner of the hotel. It was a Hotel 6 was shot and killed over it was an argument over a pool key. It was an argument over the pool.
I mean, I wouldn't want to work at a Hotel 6. I worked at a different one. I won't say which one it was, but I was there for a year and a half, and the people that I worked with were amazing. But 95% of the guests were great. It's just the 5% that were like oh my God, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing kind of people?
So exactly how much ice can I borrow? Can I borrow a coffin's worth of? Never mind.
I need my trunk is 16 by 16 cubic feet.
What I'm getting at is, can I just leave the body there? Would that be cool?
Yeah, I found a couple. I won't say how many, but I found.
If I get stains on the ice, can I put it back?
I'll tell you the truth. You learn a lot about people. You'll see people that check in.
If you find something in the bathtub, they slipped.
Okay. I've had people check in. They were the nicest people in the world, and then when they check out the next day, I'd have to check the room to make sure it looks like Motley Crue was in there. And literally,
that would be a great series, actually, Andrew.
What the heck happened in
here? It's like
that
the antithesis of Schitt's Creek. It would be a great.
They kind of did that with Faulty Towers, but never successfully for American TV.
No, this is but this is reality. This is
reality. I was thinking of actually a sitcom based on a hotel that has all.
But we've got and it makes it's good video podcasting. We go in and behind the scenes, and we go into the room and see it the way that housekeeping sees it.
I don't really want to.
The things I've seen, trust me. Okay, I've had to walk in on rooms where people were drugged out and stuff. I've had to throw people out of hotel rooms. I've had to okay, I'm gonna call the cops now, and the cops are yeah, how's it going, Andrew? It's nice to see you again. I'm
tonight.
Yeah, it feels like there could be this Shameless meets Shit Creek.
Oh, I've already been inspired enough to kind of come up with a treatment for a couple things, but maybe title it Checked Out or something like that would be funny.
Don't say it online. Somebody might take it from you.
I know. Nobody steals my ideas. You can't.
And nobody expects
we all heard it.
The problem is we have to do this far enough away from here. We can't do this in Worcester because sooner or later we'll come across people we know.
We'll sell it to
Motel,
Netflix.
the series.
We'll sell it to Netflix. We'll set it.
Which in and of itself could be an interesting podcast. Somebody that Ramona and I went to high school with.
We'll set it in South Carolina.
Yeah.
With the Confederate flag store owner guy. He's a regular customer. Oh boy.
All right, gentlemen.
All right.
It was so lovely to see all of you.
Oh, it's great seeing you, Ramona.
Till the next one.
I know. I'm excited for the other one too.
Yeah.
That was fun. It's always fun to do this.
So hopefully that one will be where I'm going to try to talk with the guy who runs Northeast Comic Con about maybe doing a table read there.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah, and we should when we go and do when we do stuff from there, Brett, we should be making it easy for people there on the spot too to subscribe and stuff.
Yeah.
So we can start to add them to our YouTube channel.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Smash that like button. Ring that bell.
Yeah. Crush that button.
Crush it, man. Leave a comment. Engage, man.
Don't leave comments. I don't care.
Do not pass by the big red button. You must peek on the big red button. You must crush it.
Oh, hi, Mark. I did not do that. I did not.
No. Yeah, hopefully we can say that sometime soon. Just some of the future shows, because I'd love to do that, or a show at Nixon Worcester would be a lot of fun too.
Sure.
I'm here for all of it. I'm there for all of it.
Wonderful.
Rock on.
Yeah.
All right. I'll say good night.
All right,
guys.
gents.
Bye,
Always
guys.
a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Okay. All right, that's it, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, sitting through some of our technical difficulties. This was a lot of fun tonight, so I hope you had as much fun listening as we had making it. So until the next live podcast and live reading, this is Brett Hurls from the Mental Suppository saying good night and goodbye, and Check out our latest episodes on SM Graves and the Media Project's website. And the newest podcast is up. Also, you can listen to past episodes on that as well. So till next time, take care, everyone.